Welcome back, everyone. Mental health awareness, pay equality for women in Albuquerque, and tackling the homeless problem here in the city. All very important issues, and the mayor has been taking them head on. Joining us this morning with an update on what he and the city are doing moving forward is Mayor Richard Berry. I want to thank you so much for joining us
Good
again,
morning.
Mayor. It seems like we've only been here, a few days ago, but it's been a month already.
Every month, and it goes so fast.
It does go
time
by
does.
so fast. So let's talk about Mental Awareness Month.
Yeah, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Albuquerque, I think, is really doing some great work on the front of mental health issues. Really trying to look at a collective impact model, which means bringing all the providers together, bringing our community together, having the citywide dialogue to really identify what we think we can put our resources to help those who are living with mental health issues.
Okay, yeah, and it's been a really hot topic lately, you know, especially with the officer-involved shootings. But in addition to that, you know, people just saying we need more programs to help the mentally ill.
We started this dialogue in 2011, if you can believe it.
Wow.
We did a mental health resource guide. We were asked by the White House to be a Main Street leader on this in 2013. I was on the phone yesterday with some folks from Harvard talking about how other cities are trying to do the same model that we're doing. We've had hundreds and hundreds of people meet at 7 different meetings around the community, and we've really come up with a community-built plan. And it's everything from CIT training for our police officers to helping our youth get connected, because most mental health issues are diagnosed between the ages of 14 and 24.
That's true.
And so today is actually Children's Mental Health Day.
Okay.
And we have a new program we're working on in the city to try to use texting and electronic data, you know, your smartphone, to get to the kids and let them know there's services available for you if you need the help.
What do you think we really do need here in the city to help with the mental health awareness?
It's our continuum of care. It's interesting, from 2007 till today in New Mexico as a whole, the continuum of care hasn't really been kept in place. If you have an emergency, we can get you to UNMH and we can help you there.
Okay.
If you're kind of through the process of having a crisis, we can get you stabilized and moved on. But there's not a lot of residential treatment centers, and some of this happened back from some things that happened in the state back in 2007, 2008. But we kind of need to build this continuum of care back. And in the meantime, we need to be able to help folks that are living in mental health crisis, but we also need to train ourselves as a community. There's mental health first aid, and you can take a class that's a 3 to 4 hour class.
Okay.
Get yourself up to speed through CNM actually has these on mental health first aid, and it really makes a difference. So the more we can educate ourselves as a community, the more we can help identify folks that may be having some difficulty. We can get them into the services that we have available, and then we need to build our services in this state.
Another hot topic is obviously pay equality for women. You
Yeah.
just adopted a new ordinance here.
First in the country. We're actually a national leader. After decade of regulations, women in this country make 23% less than men for doing the same work.
You're trying to close the gap with
And
this
that is
ordinance.
not right, yes. And so what? So instead of regulating it and not having the success we want, I want to incentivize it. And the city council passed this unanimously. So now in the city of Albuquerque, if you want to be one of our vendors and you can show that your company takes pay equity seriously, and it's a very simple format that you can fill out, we're going to certify you, and you're going to have an advantage in bidding with the city of Albuquerque. So we're going to use a carrot, not just a stick.
Right.
And I think we're going to have a lot of cities around the country follow our lead on this.
Now, in order to get the incentive, the companies have to show that they have women who are working maybe the same or similar jobs as men, only the pay gap being, what, 10%?
We worked with Martha Burke on this, and we try to get a target set so we can move people in the right direction. We want 0. But we tested ourselves as a city. The city is about 7%, so we're trying to move towards 0.
Okay.
The country's 23% gap, so we're much better here, but let's get that down to 0. And if you can show that you're within 10%, because there are some discrepancies on positions and experience and some of those kinds of things that really do come into play.
Right.
But let's get this right. Let's get pay equity for women as a forefront issue. Let's get this goal set. Let's push people into this program, or actually incentivize them to come into the program.
Right.
And
How long do you think it'll take to get to 0?
in this country,
In Albuquerque?
after 50 years in this country, it's 23%. So
Right.
I think we can get, you know, if we use incentives, I think we can get there much quicker. And I think what companies are going to find is if they actually look at themselves as a corporation or as a business and they identify this, I think you're going to see some light bulbs go on and say, oh, we can figure
Right.
this out. And I think it could happen fairly quickly.
And Mayor, we have a minute left. So tell me about the homeless situation. You're actually asking people to stop giving money to homeless and instead give it to a campaign.
We're telling folks there's a better way. We have a lot of panhandlers in Albuquerque. A lot of cities in America have panhandlers. We're telling folks, look, if you give somebody $5, they might be able to go get a fast food meal, or maybe they use it on something other than that. If you give $5 to Roadrunner Food Bank through this United Way of Central New Mexico, they can feed 20 people. So giving somebody $5 isn't going to help them get where they need to be. You can make a
Right.
much bigger impact on the community if you just get on donateabq.org, and you can donate to mental health issues for the homeless. You can donate to substance abuse issues. You can shelter the homeless. You can feed the homeless. You can make a lot bigger impact if you team with your neighbors and take your caring. It's a caring city.
Right.
Take your caring and concern, and collectively as a community, we can make a much bigger difference.
Can they go to the city website to find out more information
They can.
about
They
that?
call 311.
311 as well.
Call 311, but you just go to donateabq.org when you get home or get back to the office, and you can donate right there. You can select exactly where you want your $5 to go.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Mayor, for
Thanks
joining
a
us
lot.
once again.
Appreciate
We'll
it.
see you again next month.
You bet.
We'll have a recap of this on our website, krqe.com. We'll be right back.